They cut these cars off on the siding. Look out! Here they come!
Hey there! Stop around, shoot!
We didn't do nothing. Honest, we didn't.
You're kind of young to be hopping freights.
We was just on our way to a ranch.
You better come along with me. Take them up with you, boys.
Gabby, I want to talk to you. It's 7 months since you paid a nickel on that loan. Just how long do you expect me to carry you?
Not very long, I guess.
Well, I'm glad you understand that. I'm a banker, and with me, business is business. I should never have given you the money in the first place.
$25,000 is a lot of money.
You knew it at the time, and about all I've gotten back so far are a lot of promises. Well, the bank doesn't work that way. I'm serving notice on you, Gabby, that if you don't get your payments up, you're going to lose your ranch. Here's a written notice to that effect.
All right, darling. I'll see what I can do about it. Excuse me, darling.
Remember what I told you.
Don't you know it's against the law to hop a ride on a freight train? You ever been in jail?
No, sir.
It won't do you any good to lie. Oh, hello, Gabby.
What happened, Jim?
Just caught these kids jumping off a boxcar.
Where you boys from?
Texas.
What do your folks know about this?
We ain't got no folks.
That's what they all say. I'm going to...
Now, wait a minute, Sheriff. Every boy is entitled to half a chance. They don't look like bad kids to me.
I know. There aren't any bad boys. But as far as I'm concerned...
What good is it going to do to lock them up like a couple of horse thieves? Give them a chance.
Well...
How about me taking them out to my ranch? I'll be responsible for them.
I don't know, Gabby. Maybe they're running away from something.
Well, if they're, they'll be right where you can find them.
Haven't you got enough stray kids running around there?
Look, they're good boys. All of them. It's doing them more good there than traipsing around the country and ending up in jail. How about it, Jim?
All right, Gabby. But I want you to keep an eye on them till I find out if they're wanted.
Sure. How'd you like to come out to my ranch, boy?
Oh, swell, mister.
Well, what are we waiting for? Here, take this. Thanks, Jim. Oh, we're having graduation out there this week. Why don't you come out? Roy Rogers is going to be there. Guess that about ends the actual graduation, all except speech making. It's Roy Rogers. Roy, you old son of a gun.
How you been, Gabby?
Fine, just fine. Now remember what I told you, boys. Come on, line up. 4 straight lines there. No, get in there. Straighten it up. Come on, 4 straight lines. Straight. That's right.
Where's the one on movie? And depends at half a cent rent. Half a cent rent. And when everything is wrong, there's a friendly hand to help along at half a cent rent. Half a cent rent.
There's a place for every guy who is all alone and blue. And you know that do or die.
Do or die.
Sure, pal Gabby, all this sees you through.
He sees you through, so you needn't have a doubt. 'Cause a welcome man is always out at half a cent rent. Half a cent rent. At dear old half a cent rent. Hey!
Nice going, fellas. Say, we brought along some presents for you. Maybe you better start tearing into them.
You didn't have to do that, Roy.
Sure looks like home, Gabby.
Yep.
Reminds me of old times.
Did you mean what you said about you and the pioneer staying here?
Sure. You're getting a little too old for this business of mothering a flock of kids.
I ain't either. Never felt better younger in my life.
All right. Take it easy.
Could use a little financial assistance.
You in trouble?
Up to my neck. Bank's calling in my loan in about a week. The whole $25,000.
Well, that's a little bit out of my league, Gabby. Taxes being what they are today.
Mine too, but if I don't get it summers, then kids ain't gonna have no place to live.
Hey, fellas! Where's Gabby? Hey, where's Gabby? Where's Gabby? In the house. Why? What's the matter? King Blaine's in the barn. We just saw him.
How do you know it's King Blaine? Seen his picture.
Sure, he's a killer, and they're going to hang him when they catch him.
One more crack like that, and they'll give you a bust in the nose.
But, Chip, everybody knows that. Sure. You kill more men than...
Come on, Jerry, get him, boy. Get him.
Wait a minute. What's going on here anyway? Chip, what did Gabby tell you about fighting?
Yeah, I know. We was talking about King Blaine. He's out in the barn.
King Blaine, you sure?
Yeah, positive. We saw him.
They said he was a killer. They said that they was...
It's all right, Chip. It's all right. You boys better go and get washed up. Lunch is almost ready. Go on, hurry up. You too, Chip. Forget about it, will you? Go on. Blaine, I'm coming in.
All right, Rogers. I got my hands up.
Hello, King.
It's been a long time.
Put them up, Rogers.
I'll get on those windows. You can drop your hands now, Roy.
What good's this going to do you, King? Why don't you give yourself up?
You underestimate me.
What are you doing here anyway?
I was just passing through, and I thought I'd stop and see Chip.
Why don't you leave him alone?
Now, don't get excited. I only want to see him for a minute.
That's all he needs, just to talk to you for a minute, and he'll be right back where he started.
I'm a bad influence, eh? Well, I can't argue that one. I guess maybe I owe Gabby something for taking care of him.
He wouldn't touch a nickel of your kind of money. What he's trying to do for Chip, he's doing for him, not you.
I heard the ranch was kind of on the rocks financially. I could help him out.
I told you...
Forget it. Where is Chip?
He's getting ready for lunch. Look, King, why don't you give the kid a chance? The sheriff's going to catch up with you one of these days.
10 to 1, he never does.
I'll take that bet.
You're on. I'll get Chip in here. I want to talk to him.
I wish you wouldn't, King. He's coming along fine. Gabby's doing a swell job with
He's
him.
my kid. Go get him. We'll be watching you at the window.
Pop!
Hiya, kid. You've sure grown.
Why, gee, I'm glad to see you, Pop.
You're glad to see me, eh? That's what the sheriff told me the last time I saw him. Bart, take him outside and keep him covered.
Well, gee, Pop, how'd you happen to come over here?
The sheriff was after me, so I had to duck in here.
The sheriff?
Yeah. I killed a bank guard. Didn't you hear about it? What's the matter? Don't they let you read the papers around here? Your old man's been getting himself a lot of headlines.
For doing what?
Killing people. Robbing banks.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting to be as famous as Jesse James. Well, I should. I've been at it long enough. I've got a lot of guys up to now. You should have seen that bank guard staring at me like he was still alive. Does it scare you?
No, you're just saying that to keep me here. Well, I won't stay, see? I want to go with
That's
you.
a laugh, that is. All I need is a kid tagging onto my heels. What do you think I dumped you here for in the first place? I got things to do, Chip.
Quick, King, the sheriff just rode in.
Oh, look, kid. You know those packages I've been sending you by mail?
Yeah, I did just what you told me. I didn't open them.
Where'd you put them?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Blaine, we got to move out of here fast.
All right. Never mind now. I'll be back. Let's go.
Come on, Chip. Let's go see the sheriff. Hello, Sheriff. Who are you chasing this time?
King Blaine. We almost caught up with him a couple of miles out of town. Seen anything of your father lately, Chip?
Chasing him all over the country. You better run in and get your lunch, Chip.
Yes, sir.
Well, they were here, weren't they, Roy?
Yes, Sheriff. They just beat it over the hill.
Thanks. We'll get them.
I'll come along with you.
Fine. Come on, boys.
Howdy, Jake.
Hello, Gabby. Just come over to tell you we got Blaine.
What happened?
Well, one of the boys shot him. We took him up to the old Barstow ranch. He wants to see you, says it's important.
Well, how bad is he?
Well, I think he's dying.
I'll go right over with you.
Hello, Gabby.
How do you feel, King?
Like I just got shot in the head. Gabby, I want you to take care of Chip for me.
Sure. Don't you worry nothing.
I'd like to give you something to help out with your ranch.
Oh, I can't take anything.
It's all right. It's clean money. It's a garage in Kansas City. I'm giving to you. Sell it and get yourself in the clear.
But it ought to go to Chip, not to me.
I've taken care of Chip, all right. And his sister, too.
His sister?
Yeah. She works at the Golden Spur Club in Kansas City. Get this to her for me. She...
We'll take care of everything.
Thanks. Tell Chip.
He could have been a great guy, Gabby.
Tried to be just now. How are we going to tell Chip?
Well, I think we ought to let it go for a while.
What's it say?
To Edward Thornton, attorney at law. Upon my death, I leave to Gabby Whittaker the property owned by me in Kansas City, known as the Peerless Garage, on 8th Street and Willow Avenue. It is to be sold by Gabby, and the money used to pay off his debt on the Half Chance Ranch signed King Blaine.
You think I ought to take it?
Well, Gabby, for once in his life, he was trying to do something decent. I guess even a wrong guy like Blaine has that privilege before he checks out.
Maybe you're right.
Let me handle this for you, Gabby.
I'd sure appreciate it.
I'd kind of like to see Kansas City again anyway.
Yeah.
The garage was completely destroyed by fire.
How is it there was no fire insurance?
As a matter of fact, Mr. Rogers, there was no insurance of any kind. You realize the sort of life this King Blaine led. I handled his affairs here in Kansas City, and I hadn't heard from him in over 3 years. He apparently didn't even know his property had burned down.
Were there any other assets?
Nothing. From what you tell me, he died much as he had lived. No friends, no money, no estate.
Well, anyway, thanks a lot for your trouble, Mr. Thornton.
I'm sorry you had to make the long trip for nothing. It's too bad. Too bad.
The bad part about it is breaking the news to Gabby. Oh, by the way, is there a night spot here in Kansas City called the Golden Spur?
The Golden Spur? I should say there is. Matter of fact, I often get a night off, and it's on 12th Street.
I'm told that Texas Rangers can go out and bring in any man with the lasso. Well, I'll try and see. Now, if you're caught, don't hesitate to just come up and participate. And that means to sing a song with me. Why, who can say perhaps you'll be a hit? So when you're caught, just come up and do your bit. Because you're it. Round and around goes the lariat. Round and around, I wonder who will be. Round and around goes the lariat. Who will sing a song with me? Oh, round and around goes the lariat. Round and around, I wonder who will be.
How is this, sir?
all right.
And around goes the lariat. Who will sing a song with me? Well, look who we wrote this time. A real cowboy. Look, cowboy, now that you're here, would you sing a song with me? Did you ever get that feeling in the moonlight?
Sure.
Fine. All right, boys. Did you ever get that feeling in the moonlight? That wonderful feeling that you want to be kissed? Come on.
You're strolling in the park, the stars so bright above. You'd love to love somebody, but there's nobody there to love. Did you ever get that longing on a June night? That wonderful longing you can never resist. Did you ever get that feeling in the moonlight? That feeling that says you want to be kissed.
Did you ever get that feeling in the moonlight?
That wonderful feeling that you want to be kissed.
You're strolling in the park.
The stars so bright above. You'd love to love somebody, but there's nobody there to love.
Did you ever get that longing on a June night?
That wonderful longing you can never resist. Did you ever get that feeling in the moonlight? That feeling that says you want to be kissed.
In the moonlight.
That feeling that says you want to be kissed on a June night. That feeling that says you want to be kissed.
Thank you very much, cowboy. All I can say is you certainly know your way around the song, doesn't he?
Well, thank you, and same to you.
Thank you. And now for being such a good sport. The Golden Spur is presenting you with 6 tickets to our local riding emporium, which I'm sure you can use.
Well, thanks a lot. I have something here for you, too.
All right, everybody, let's dance. You're Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Do you mind if I join you?
Not at all. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. You knew King Blaine?
Yes. We were brought up in the same town. Your father was...
My stepfather.
Oh, I didn't know. First time I knew he had a daughter was when he gave me that letter. You knew he was killed.
Yes. I read about it in the papers.
Was Chip his real son?
When King Blaine's first wife died, he married my mother.
I see. Then Chip is your half-brother.
Yes. Do you know where Chip is?
Yes. He's out at Gabby Whittaker's half-a-chance ranch.
I haven't seen Chip since he was 3 years old. I never knew exactly what his father had done with him.
Did Blaine ever tell you anything about Chip?
Told me to get in touch with him. And I think I'd better. After all, being brought up by friends of King Blaine's isn't my idea of a healthy environment for a child.
I don't think you understand. He couldn't be in better hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Why don't you go out to the half-a-chance and see for yourself?
I'd like to. Where is that ranch?
It's in Lodestone, Arizona. I'm going back tomorrow. I don't suppose you could get away that soon.
Oh, tomorrow? I'm afraid not. I'm a working girl, remember?
Oh, come out when you can.
I will. And thanks for your trouble.
Not at all.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hello, Chip.
Oh, who are you?
You remember us. We've got news about your father.
Oh, my father? Well, is he all right?
Sure, kid. He's fine.
He wants to see you.
Well, where is he?
You know where the old Barstow Ranch is?
Sure.
You think you could sneak over there tonight without anybody seeing you?
It's a cinch.
You know your father would be in a lot of trouble if...
Don't worry, I'll be careful.
Good. We'll see you there a little later tonight then, huh?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Oh, once I was riding the Circle Bar X. I met with a cowboy who called himself Tex. He was over 6 feet and as straight as a rule. And I later found out that his name was O'Toole. Michael O'Leary O'Brien O'Toole was the toughest of cowboys, the fightingest fool. He wore leather breeches and rode a white mule. Michael O'Leary O'Brien O'Toole.
No guns did he carry when trouble arose. His fist he would bury in anyone's nose. He could turn around twice and lay 'em out cool. They all looked alike to Cowboy O'Toole.
Michael O'Leary O'Brien O'Toole was the toughest of cowboys, the fightingest fool. He wore leather breeches and rode a white mule. Michael O'Leary O'Brien O'Toole.
Hello, kid.
What's the idea of putting out all the lights?
Well, you see, we can't take any chances. Come on inside.
Where's Pop?
Well, that's what we wanted to talk to you about. Here, sit down. It's like this, Chip. We didn't want to tell you this afternoon because of all those other kids being around.
Tell me what?
Well, I suppose you've got to know sooner or later. Chip, your old man's dead.
Who did it?
It was Gabby Whittaker. He killed your father.
Gabby.
And that's why they didn't tell you. They got him cornered and Gabby shot him.
Gabby.
We were with him when he died and he asked us to get hold of you.
What'd he say?
Well, he told us about some money he had stashed away and said you were the only one who knew where it was hidden.
You see, kid, part of that money belongs to us.
So if you'll tell us where it is, why, we'll give you your half. It was your old man's share.
I don't believe you. He didn't say that. He just trying to get his money.
Now, look, Chip, we were your father's friends. Believe me, we wouldn't lie to you.
I don't know anything about any money.
Now, listen to me, you little monkey. You know where that money is and you're going to tell us.
I tell you, I don't.
You better start talking if you know what's good for you.
Let me out of here.
Chip, you want to get hurt? I'll work on him. Oh, wait a minute. Let him think it over for a while. We got all night.
You'll get the depot on time?
Yeah, he wasn't quite awake, but he was there to meet me.
I ain't been up so early since Trigger was born. How about Kansas City? Sell the property?
I'm sorry, Gabby, but I'm afraid we're going to have to get that money someplace else.
Well, what happened?
Well, Blaine's garage burnt down some time ago. Your inheritance went up in smoke.
Didn't he have any insurance?
No, there was nothing left.
How do you like that? Sure sorry I had to go all the way to Kansas City.
Well, that's all right, Gabby.
Oh, how about Chip's sister? Did you see her?
Yes, she'll probably be out here any day now. Where is Chip?
Oh, I suppose he's having breakfast. Oh, Stevie! Stevie! Stevie,
Yes, sir?
have you seen Chip?
No, sir. None of us have. He acted kind of funny yesterday. He talked those two men in the field.
What two men?
I don't know who they were.
What'd they look like, Stevie?
Well, one was kind of tall, with a mustache.
Hey, Gabby. Hey, Gabby. One of the horses has gone out of the stable. Run along, Stevie.
Did you tell Chip about his father?
No, I was going to get around to it, but
Well, I think we better go look for him. Get the boys, Shug.
Coming up.
Hello, Sheriff. anything of Chip?
No, we're looking for plainsmen. I wonder if they'd be suckers enough to go back to the Barstow Ranch.
Well, let's find out.
The sheriff and his men from the hill. They're riding this way. Here, you get in the closet and keep your mouth shut.
Well, what are you going to do?
Get out! Give me a gun! Don't look like there's anybody in there.
We'll find out. They're in there, all right.
Yeah, they'll pick us off like clay pigeons.
Oh, no, they won't. Get that kid out of the closet. Come on.
What's he going to do?
Shut up.
Everybody hold your fire. Get the horses. You all right, Chip?
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you doing up here? Well, what's the matter with you?
Killed my father. They told me.
Who told you a thing like that?
I don't know who told you, but Gabby didn't have anything to do with it. I'm sorry about your father, Chip, but the sheriff did it, not Gabby.
I don't believe you. I don't believe anybody.
I'll prove it to you when we get back to the ranch.
That kid's liable to do anything.
I'll go get him. Take it easy, kid. I think you and I better go back to the ranch and have a good long talk. Come on. Well, looks like we got company. Hello, Miss Summers.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
This is Gabby Whittaker.
How do you do, man?
How do you do?
Oh, Chip, this is your sister.
My what?
Hello, Chip.
I'll have Charlie fix up a room for you.
Thank you. Well, can't we sit down?
I didn't know I had a sister.
Didn't your father ever tell you about me?
No.
We were separated when you were about 3 years old. I'm awfully glad to see you, Chip. I tried to find you for a long time.
Pop knew where I was.
Well, he probably did, but I haven't seen your father for some time. Chip, I have something here I want you to read. It's from your father. He wrote it just before he died.
Dear Clare, your brother Chip is at the Half a Chance Ranch in Lodestone, Arizona. Get in touch with him and tell him I want you two to divide everything I have left. It will take care of both of you. Goodbye. King Blaine.
What did he mean?
I don't know.
Did he leave anything with you?
No.
Maybe he just imagined a Chip before he died.
Maybe. Excuse me.
How did you two get along?
Not too well. I don't think I made a very big hit with him.
Well, you couldn't expect him to open up right away. After all, he's never seen you before.
Yes, I know, but he...
It's been pretty tough not having a mother or father around, or a sister.
I understand. And especially since his whole environment has been against him.
Why don't you change your clothes and go riding with me?
All right. Oh, I certainly enjoyed that ride, Roy.
I knew you would.
You know, I'm beginning to see what you had in mind.
You had sort of a wrong out here, didn't you?
Well,
Don't you think Gabby's done a fine job with those boys?
yes, I do.
Say, you must be getting hungry.
I certainly am after that ride.
Well, Charlie, is lunch about ready?
Coming up, Mr. Rogers. Right away.
Fine.
Roy, do you remember the letter you gave me in the club at Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
I wish you'd read it.
Okay. Did you show this to Chip?
Yes. He said he doesn't know anything about it.
Well, maybe King Blaine had put away some of that money he stole and wanted you and Chip to have it.
But why would he tell me to get in touch with my brother when Chip doesn't know a thing about it?
I don't know.
Don't you, Clare? Yeah, I'm very fond of them.
We have one in the barn we want to give to you.
Just to show you there's no hard feelings.
Come on. We'll show him to you.
Well, all right. Oh, siree, there's nothing like a nice little kitten.
No siree. Well, how do you like him?
He's beautiful. You mean you're really giving to me? Sure. Only don't tell your grandmother.
You go back to Surrey and we'll put him in a box for you.
Before she misses you. All right. Well, Clarence, we got him. You have?
Here he is.
Thanks very much. Hope you like him.
And that's my final word, Gabby.
Oh, I heard you.
What's the matter, Clarence? Clarence, where are you going?
What is it?
Get those clothes off.
Chip.
What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to finish that little talk we were having.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, there's no use you lying, kid. Your father told us all about it before he died. Now, you're going to get your share. You got nothing to worry about.
Look, I told you before, I don't believe you.
Where's that money?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop that. Leave him alone or I'll...
There we are, Gabby.
I'm taking Chip out of here.
Wanted you. Where's that shit? Never mind, let's get out of here.
Gabby!
Gabby! What happened, Chip?
He'll be all right. Just keep him in bed for a few days.
Well, that's fine, Doctor. Is there anything special that I could do?
There's nothing to worry about. Have this filled, and I'll call back again tomorrow.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, hello, Chip.
How is he?
He's coming along fine.
Can I see him?
Well, not right now. Chip, is there anything important?
I just wanted to tell him how sorry I am. If it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have gotten hurt.
I think he understands.
But I want to tell him I'm sorry. I don't know why he even lets me stay here.
Well, this is your home, Chip. Gabby's very fond of you. We're all fond of you. When he gets better, why don't you tell him what you just told me? I think it'll make him very happy.
I'll tell him. I heard he was going to lose this place to the bank.
Well, where did you hear that?
I just heard it. How much do they want?
A little more than Gabby has right at the moment. About $25,000.
That's a lot of money.
It sure is. But don't you worry about it, Chip. We'll figure out something.
I hope so. Gosh.
Good morning, Miss Finucane.
Morning, young man. What's on your mind?
The Half a Chance Ranch.
Well, what about it?
I have something here that might interest you. Read it. Right there.
It is unlawful to bring any action for the eviction of minors who have no visible means of support and who, without the assistance of a guardian, will become public charges of the state. Well?
You really can't foreclose.
As a matter of fact, the money has already been paid.
Paid? Who paid it?
Gabby. And I don't understand where he got $25,000 all of a sudden.
When did all this happen?
Someone left the money at my house last night, but I don't know who it was.
Well, that's strange. Gabby didn't say anything about it.
Strange? It's very strange indeed.
Nice going, fellas. You're doing a fine job. Oh, Chip.
Hi, Roy.
Can I talk to you a minute?
Well, sure. What's up?
You know, Chip, a funny thing happened last night. That money Gabby owed the bank was paid off.
Well, what do you know?
You paid it, didn't you, Chip?
Yes, sir.
With your father's money?
What difference does it make? It's paid.
That was an awfully nice thing for you to do, Chip, but Gabby won't settle for that kind of money.
Why does he have to know where the money's coming from?
$25,000 is quite a sum. He'd naturally have to know. Besides, it was stolen money. How much more have you got?
About 35,000, I guess.
Where is it? Come on, Chip, where is it?
I hid it under the floor of that stall over there.
Well, I guess it's as safe there as any other place. Now, look, Chip, I've got to do a lot of thinking. Don't say a word about this to Gabby or anybody else.
Of course I won't, Roy.
When the witch comes riding on her broom, and the black cat leaps into your room, then old Mr. Spook walks through the room, come to get ya.
When Mr. Spook steps out for his Halloween, it's the spookiest sight you've ever seen. Just a lot of bones with air between. When Mr. Spook steps out, he'll hold a rendezvous with a ghost or two underneath the weeping willow. And perhaps he may try to steal you away, so you better hide your head beneath the pillow. When Mr. Spook steps out, lock your door up tight. It's a dangerous thing to show a light, 'cause you won't be safe until midnight. When Mr. Spook steps out.
When Mr. Spook steps out for his Halloween, it's the spookiest sight you've ever seen. And on poor little girl, he's very keen. When Mr. Spook steps out, when Mr. Spook steps out for the big affair, he will constantly look for ladies there. So don't you return his icy stare. When Mr. Spook steps out,
He'll hold a rendezvous with a ghost or two underneath a weeping willow.
and perhaps he may try to steal you away. So you better hide your head beneath the pillow. When Mr. Spook steps out, lock your door up tight. It's a dangerous thing to show a light, 'cause you won't be safe until midnight. When Mr. Spook steps out.
When Mr. Spook steps out for his heavy day, he really comes on strong, he's a solid gate.
Well, bear down, Jack, I just can't wait. Let Mr. Spook step out. So you come to the party, did you, Dolly? I was going to send you an invite, but I didn't think you'd come.
We're not here for any party.
I should say not. Gabby Whittaker, you're a bigger fool than I thought.
What have I done now?
That money you paid me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know perfectly well. I checked the serial numbers, and it's the money that was stolen right out of my own bank. Of all the nerve.
I didn't pay you no money.
I suppose a little bird dropped the $25,000 on my porch and signed your name to the note.
Somebody's crazy around here, and it ain't me.
Do you deny your own signature?
You're darn tootin' I do.
Well, then who put that money there?
Gabby doesn't know anything about this.
How do you know?
In the first place, everybody knows that King Blaine stole the money from the bank. Gabby wouldn't be fool enough to try to pay you with it.
And who did it, Roy?
I did.
Why, you little thief.
That's not true. He was only trying to help Gabby.
The fact remains, it is stolen money.
But Chip didn't steal it. His father simply left the money with him. Get the rest of it, Chip.
Yes, sir.
If you knew about this, why didn't you say something?
I wanted to wait till after the kids had their party. They've been looking forward to it for a long time.
Should have told me, Roy.
I was going to tell you in the morning, Gabby.
Here it is.
Thanks. Chip says it's about $35,000.
All right, everybody, reach! Been waiting for this for a long time. Thanks.
Get the horses, boys! Talk to me. I don't get it. Who's moving in here and when? Don't you worry too much, boy. Dolly Finucane can't do this to me.
Gabby, I'll do the talking. Out of the goodness of my heart and a lot of explanation from Mr. Rogers here, I've decided that you should be rewarded for the return of that money.
That's right, Gabby, and we couldn't think of a nicer reward than having your place done over. The only trouble was you got back too soon. We wanted to surprise you.
You mean you ain't gonna throw us out?
No. And I think you and I can tear up the note on that loan. Say, Thursday evening at my house?
I'll be there, Dolly. It's worth a sacrifice. Boys, how about 3 cheers for Miss Panuka?
Hooray! 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 Well, thank you.
Roy, seeing how that you're a graduate of this here outfit, suppose you start us off with a little song.
All right, Gabby.
Oh, round and around goes the chariot.
If you fellas want to show you a peculiar flower, what's peculiar about that? Listen, if you think that's peculiar, get a load of these.
Oh, yeah.